Manchester United's plans to regenerate Trafford Park, including the potential construction of a new 100,000-seater stadium, could inject £7.3 billion, $9.7 billion per year into the UK economy, according to claims in a report by Oxford Economics. A study commissioned by the Regenerations Task Force claims the development's potential benefits include the creation of 92,000 jobs, more than 17,000 new homes, and an additional 8 million visitors each year. Manchester United say the findings are based on a range of potential development opportunities in the Old Trafford area, including a 100,000-seater world-class stadium. United assembled a task force earlier in April to explore options regarding the future of Old Trafford, including either redeveloping the existing structure or building a new stadium entirely. Architectural firm Foster & Partners have been appointed as the lead master planner for the surrounding stadium district, focusing on how best to utilize the land for sustainable growth and community benefit. However, the clubs say the design of the stadium itself will be decided in a separate process once the final recommendations from the task force are delivered later this year. The Old Trafford Task Force is to deliver its recommendation for the future of United Stadium by the end of December. In an internal document seen by The Athletic, a deadline of December 31 has been set to deliver a report outlining the task force's final recommendations for the projects. United will then decide how to proceed. United are realistic that public funding for the stadium project is unlikely, but they are exploring a public-private partnership to support transport and infrastructure developments around the site to help unlock the stadium's full potential. Last week, United launched a survey for season ticket holders, members, and executive club members to ask for their views on the future of Old Trafford and the regeneration of the Trafford Wharfside area. Erik ten Hag has admitted Manchester United need to kill in the box after scoring only 5 goals so far in the Premier League this season, leaving them with a goal difference of 0. Last season, United managed 57 goals in the competition, conceding 58. On Saturday, United failed to score again, drawing 0-0 at Crystal Palace despite dominating possession 66% to 34% and producing 15 shots on goal, 6 of which were on target. Of ten Hag's attackers, Joshua Zirkzee, Marcus Rashford, Ahmed Diallo, and Alejandro Garnacho have all scored once this season, with the newly acquired defender Matthijs de Ligt registering United's other league goal. The manager was asked if he is concerned United's attack will again fail this season. "Concerned? We create a lot of chances in the first games of the season," said Ten Hag. "Last week we scored 7 against Barnsley in the Carabao Cup. We are capable of scoring many goals, but it's a part of the game we have to improve and kill in the box." Ten Hag was asked if his forwards need to sharpen their mental approach. "There are different aspects to this," said the 54-year-old. "Most important is that you create chances, and we create a lot of good moments. We are very creative. We have many opportunities to score goals. Keep this process going and work on finishing." United host Twente on Wednesday in their opening Europa League game in the new expanded 32-team format. Ten Hag was asked if the tournament has added importance as the winners qualify for the Champions League. "Yes, I think it's an opportunity. There are more roads to achieve the targets you want, and this is definitely also a road," he said. "It's the most difficult to do so, probably, in a tournament of 32. You have to be the best, but it's a target. It's a road we want to go. That's because most difficult, in the end you can be knocked out. But don't look too far ahead, and as you know, we want to win all the competitions, and this is one of them." United could play 17 matches en route to reaching the final in Bilbao on 21 May. While Ten Hag is open-minded in regards to the new format, he is concerned about the extra load it will put on players. "There are too many games, too many competitions, it's clear," the Dutchman said. "The players are overloaded. This is not good for football. Maybe it's good for commercial imperatives. There is a limit. It is unavoidable." The question marks surrounding former Ajax boss Erik ten Hag's future have failed to subside despite signing a new deal at the end of the previous season. The Red Devils recorded their worst ever Premier League finish, despite picking up the FA Cup by beating rivals Manchester City at Wembley. The new footballing decision-makers, led by Sir Jim Ratcliffe's Ineos Group, went on a highly public shopping trip around Europe, speaking to several potential alternatives to Ten Hag. Ultimately, it was decided that none of the options were at a high enough caliber to improve the side substantially, and they opted to stick with their man. He was again backed in the transfer window with Joshua Zirkzee, Matthijs de Ligt, Manuel Ugarte, Lenny Yoro, and Noussair Mazraoui, whilst also selling Scott McTominay, Facundo Pellistri, and removing the likes of Anthony Martial and Jadon Sancho from the wage bill. The primary question surrounding the Old Trafford outfit alongside results is the lack of identity on the pitch, with the first team failing to look convincing in any area of the pitch. Manchester United brought the Dutchman in amongst other things due to his exciting style of play that he put in place at his former club, but he has failed to replicate that despite over 2 years at the helm. Now, according to journalist Steve Bates, the club's hierarchy has all but run out of patience to see the side click into gear, with them unable to see where the goals will come from in the rest of the season. They reportedly believe that 2 years is more than enough time to implement his playing style in both an attacking and defensive sense, but he has ultimately fallen short. With big plans for a new 100,000-seater stadium, once again placing them as the largest stadium in the country, and transformations of Carrington and other aspects of the team, it is clear they are trying to level up the club across the entire organization, with the exception seemingly of the women's side. But all this will not matter if they fail to start producing on the pitch. Manchester City have dominated for an extended period, and for Red side of Manchester, it is embarrassing that they are no longer in the same category. Will it suddenly change under Ten Hag? The outlook looks unlikely, and with the manager just doing enough to avoid the sack, the question comes as to when the trigger will be pulled rather than if. Erik Ten Hag will be lucky to reach the end of the 24/25 season unless there are very sudden improvements. The only thing that might hold him in place longer is if there isn't a clear alternative. Nicolo Barella, midfielder for Inter Milan, is on the radar of several European clubs due to his exceptional performance in recent years. At 27, he has established himself as one of the best midfielders on the continent, sparking the interest of Manchester United. The English club, actively seeking reinforcements to strengthen their squad, is preparing an ambitious offer to secure the services of the Italian international, valued at €75 million. Furthermore, the salary offer would be €10 million per season, aiming to attract Barella to Old Trafford. Manchester United's interest comes as no surprise, given Barella's crucial role in Inter Milan's recent successes, including his standout performances in the Serie A and European competitions. The coming months will be crucial for Nicolo Barella's future, and Manchester United's offer is likely to trigger a series of movements in the transfer market. Meanwhile, Inter Milan fans eagerly follow the progress in negotiations, aware that their team might lose one of its greatest talents. His vision, ball recovery skills, and versatility have made him a key player in both attack and defense. Erik Ten Hag, United's coach, seems convinced that Barella is the ideal man to lead the midfield of his team, an area where the Red Devils have shown inconsistencies this season. On the other hand, Inter Milan is not willing to let go of one of their stars without a fight. The Italian club regards Barella as a cornerstone of their projects, and any sale would entail a loss hard to replace. However, United's offer and the allure of a lucrative salary could be decisive factors in the player's decision. The possibility of trying his luck in the Premier League and becoming a standout figure at Manchester United might tip the scales towards a change of scenery.